How many calories should you eat a day? It's one of the most persistent health questions out there, and understandably so. Figuring out how much energy your body needs feels like the key to unlocking fitness, weight loss, or just feeling your best. If you've ever heard the phrase, 2,000 calories a day, you're not alone. That's the number that appears on nutrition labels across the United States. But here's the twist. It's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Let's break it down. The number of calories you should eat in a day actually depends on a bunch of different factors: your age, biological sex, body size, activity level, and even what your goals are. Let's imagine two people. One is a 25-year-old marathon runner. The other is a 60-year-old office worker who spends most of the day at a desk. Should they both be eating exactly the same number of calories? Not even close. But first, a quick pit stop. What exactly is a calorie? It's simply a unit of energy. The calories you eat give your body the fuel it needs to breathe, circulate blood, power your brain, digest your food, and do all the things you probably don't even notice. On top of that, you need more calories to move, whether you're walking to the store, hauling groceries, or running a 5K. So, back to the big question. If you want a rough ballpark, adult women typically need somewhere between 1,600 and 2,400 calories a day. Let's look at some examples. Suppose you're a moderately active woman in her late 20s, walking a couple of miles a day and sometimes hitting a yoga class. Your needs may be around 2,000 calories. Now, let's swap that for a very active man in his 40s, who works construction all day and plays pickup soccer on weekends. His requirements could go all the way up to 3,000, maybe even more. On the other hand, someone who's older, smaller. Now, here's where things get more personal. If you're trying to lose weight, you'll often hear about creating a calorie deficit, eating fewer calories than your body burns. The opposite is true for gaining weight or building muscle. You need a calorie surplus, eating more than you burn. But for lasting change, most nutrition experts recommend slow, sustainable adjustments, not crash diets or starvation regimens. So, how do you find your magic number? There are a few methods. You could use an online calculator that asks for details like your age, height, weight, sex, and activity level. These tools usually estimate your basal metabolic rates, that's the calories you use up just lying in bed all day, on your total daily energy expenditure, which factors in your movement and exercise. Suddenly, that 2,000 calorie number starts to look a lot less universal. But what about calorie counting? Some people find it useful, while others find it tedious or even stressful. The truth is, your calorie needs aren't set in stone. If you listen to your body, really pay attention to hunger, fullness, and how you feel day to day, you'll notice your needs fluctuate. After a long hike or intense workout, you really might need an extra snack. If you're sidelined by a cold and barely moving, you'll probably be naturally less hungry. It's also worth noting that not all calories are created equal. While the sheer number matters for weight maintenance, the quality of those calories, whether they come from vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, or just soda and chips, can have a big impact on how you feel and perform. In the end, the best approach is a balanced one. Use the numbers as guides, not absolutes. Tune in to your body's signals. Choose foods that nourish you and support your lifestyle. And remember, a healthy eating pattern is about more than just calories. It's about feeling good for the long run. So, how many calories should you eat a day? The answer, as with so many things in life, is, it depends. But with a little awareness, some helpful tools, and attention to your own unique needs, you can find an approach that works for you. No calculator required.